Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a chit chat get ready with me video. This video has always been super highly requested. I started my channel doing makeup looks. My channel took a little turn and I became pregnant and started doing motherhood related videos. My love for makeup has never gone away. It has always stayed. I still love doing makeup. It is a big passion of mine. I love trying new things and I still really enjoy filming these videos for you. I'm really excited about it. It's definitely been a while since I have filmed one of these, so bear with me. I do share a ton of stuff and information and updates on our lives with you in this video, along with just getting ready. And everything on my face right now will be listed down below in the description box as always, because I don't really mention every single thing just because I'm talking and doing my makeup at the same time. Let's get on with the tutorial. I actually just got out of the shower, if you cannot tell. My hair is still wet. I kind of brushed it out, but before putting any products in my hair, I always like to do my face first when, applying primers and things like that, because I don't want to have my hair products on my hands and then touch my face. That could definitely cause breakouts. So just a little tip, always do your face stuff first when applying like primers, sunscreens, different things like that, before touching the products that you're going to put in your hair. I'm going to do a little bit of my Ulta MD sunscreen. This is just for your face, so it's a facial sunscreen. And this actually has been helping a ton with just like my hyperpigmentation. It is a specific sunscreen for acne prone skin. A ton of different sunscreens that I once used were breaking me out a ton on my skin, on my face, and just causing a lot of pimples, which is a huge problem for most people. And that's why a lot of people don't want to wear, facial sunscreens or put sunscreen on at all, because they're breaking out to it. I also really like that it's not greasy. It blends really well. I actually got it at my dermatologist's office. You can also buy it on Amazon and on the Ulta MD website. I do go in with a facial primer, and I'm going to be using the Hangover RX primer. I really love this stuff. Again, it does not break me out at all, and I will basically just put it a little bit on my T-zone area and like where I get oily, and kind of skip over putting it on my cheeks and stuff, because it doesn't really get oily or sweaty there, and my makeup doesn't really seem to slip in that area either. So my tan is definitely kind of fading. It's looking a little splotchy. I need to redo it. You can still tell that my skin on my face is a lot lighter than the skin on my body. So we are going to use a little bit of a darker foundation today, and I'm going to, of course, use a beauty blender. It is my Peach Perfect. I went back to using this because I remembered how much I loved it and how great it smelled. It's infused with peach and sweet fig cream. Like, that is just heavenly. So I've been really loving it. It's oil-free. It stays on my skin all day. And, oh, I just totally spilled that on myself. Thank goodness. I also always wear, like a nightgown when getting ready, because I tend to spill makeup on myself all the time. Foundation, like, I have the worst luck with foundation. For some reason, it just splats everywhere. And no matter which one I use, I get it on myself or on my comforter behind me. Thank God for bleach. Get into some topics that I haven't really brought up lately, and I guess they're pretty exciting. We actually might be moving. I don't know when, but we might be moving again. Well, eventually we're gonna move anyways. We were only in this townhouse for 6 months. Actually, the lease is up already, so we're not really on a lease. And we are deciding that we want to continue to rent for a little bit longer, because we are renting. And right now, if you guys know about the housing market, we live in the state of California, and California is very expensive. You don't really get what you pay for here. You can pay an extravagant price for a house, and it's not going to be a good house. I have looked at several different houses, and honestly, for the most part, they need a lot of work, and they're in the uppers of like $500,000, which might not sound like a lot, but if I show you the house, you will be like appalled at how much work the house still needs and paying that much money. So we decided that we're still gonna rent. Once the housing market gets better, then we will buy, but we might be buying out of state. So me and PJ have been talking a ton about moving out of state, and we are both a little iffy on moving out of state, just because we have family here and we also have Jordan here. And that would be probably the hardest thing about moving out of state, is because PJ has a son here, if you guys didn't know. and that is my stepson, and he is with us 3 days out of the week, and that would be the only thing. The major thing is, you know, leaving our family, but also leaving Jordan, because obviously he wouldn't be going with us. The good thing is that we would try and get him to be able to come and visit, because we wouldn't be moving like to a far, far away state. We would want to be moving to a state that's drivable, or somewhere where it's like an hour flight. So he is old enough to do flights by himself, and we could also, like, you know, talk to the mom and see if, you know, she would meet us halfway. We can keep him during the summer. That way we could have him like a couple months versus, like, you know, we only have him a couple days now. So keeping him for longer periods of time and so on and so forth. So it's definitely a lot to talk about. It's a big, big decision, but we're in the works of possibly doing that within the next year. And also, we really actually just kind of talked about it the other day. So PJ's brother has a brand new baby. He's 2 months. It's my little nephew, Jackson, and he is so cute. He was born early, but he is doing tremendously great for being so early. He's had no issues whatsoever. When visiting with them, me and his sister-in-law, who just had the baby boy, she actually wants to have another one pretty soon, because she wants to have them very, very close in age and not have a big age gap. And so our goal would be to get pregnant around the same time, so we can be pregnant together and our kiddos can be almost like the same age. So that would be like a huge goal of ours to have. And basically when she starts trying is when we would start trying. I don't necessarily know when. I know it's kind of crazy that I'm like basing it off of her, but we kind of just wanted to do that and like plan that out. We thought that would be fun to just be pregnant together and have the kids close in age. I think that would be exciting. We may actually move out of the place we're in now and rent a house in this area for a little while and move a little later down the line, but it's definitely in our goal, like in our 5-year plan, that we want to buy out of state. You just get like way more for your dollar, and it's just not worth it here right now, and we don't know how long we want to wait to buy. So that's kind of where we're at. So we may just end up renting here, and that way we can, you know, get into hopefully a little bit of a bigger place. This place is pretty big, but we want a backyard, and I would say that's the only thing missing from this place. Like, we love this place. It has everything we need. It's big enough. All the kids have their own room. We have our own laundry room in here. We have a garage. It's just, we really want a backyard. We have so many activities on a day-to-day basis that we really need a backyard for. And the kids both love being outside, so we're like never home on the weekends. We always just are gone doing things, and we would just prefer to, you know, be able to stay home and still have the kids do something outside. Like, Jordan plays baseball, so he could totally play baseball like with his dad outside in the backyard. We want to get a tee. We want to build like a batting cage. We're hoping that Adriana will be into softball when she's older, and she just loves being outside. We have a water table. We have tons of activities that could be used to play outside. So that's our biggest thing, is that we want a backyard. I want a backyard just so I could like relax, drink my coffee back there. And I just love being outside too and being in nature. So that will probably be the next thing, is that if we don't move out of state right away, then we would just try to find a house to rent around this area. So also, I will be placing everything that I'm using down below, because I am kind of talking and not sharing like what I'm using, but everything that I'm using I will link for you guys in the description box. But I do have to bake today because it has been so hot here as of lately. Like, yesterday was 92, which is pretty hot here, but my friend lives in Arizona, shout out to you, Taryn, and she said it's been like 100 and something lately. So I guess it's not as bad, but it feels way hotter than 90 here. It's just been miserable. Today is definitely a day for baking, because we want everything to sit on our face and not slide off by the end of the day. Random, but this is actually what I've been using for the leave-in conditioner for my hair, and I really love it. I love the smell. I've actually tried her shampoo, her conditioner, her scalp treatment, and the leave-in conditioner, and I have this other like small hair thing that's like supposed to help with your hair growing. I haven't really used that yet. but all of her products smell amazing. They sell this at Target. It's called Kristen S. And I know she's getting kind of big. I've seen her on a couple of celebrities like Instagram pages, but I really, really love this leave-in conditioner. And all of her products I've noticed are like sulfate and paraben free. So since I am blonde, I try to find products that are kind of healthier for not stripping my blonde down, because that could be a big issue and we don't want that. I'm actually getting my hair done again this Friday, which she's just touching up my roots, because as you can tell, my roots are pretty dark. They look darker because my hair's wet, but they're pretty dark. I haven't gone in a while, so she's gonna touch me up for summer and make me extra, extra blonde again, which I'm excited for. I always have to set my skin with something, because along with this hot weather, if I don't set my skin, that's when the foundation will start to look really patchy and kind of bad. So I end up always setting it with like a powder or a pressed powder. And then I've been really liking this bronze booster by Physicians Formula. I think they still sell it. I got it a while ago, but I had never used it, and I just recently started using it again, and I love it, especially for summer, because it has this like really nice like glowy sheen, and it's not super dark, and you can kind of build it so it kind of starts out as like that shimmery natural look, but you can like make it darker. Moving on to blush. Now, blush is probably like my least favorite thing. I don't know why, but I always like struggle finding the perfect blush, and I have like a bazillion different ones, but I just struggle with like finding which one I always like would rather wear. Like I have darker ones, lighter ones, ones that are kind of tinted with a bronze look. But I think today I'm going to add a little sheen and use this Too Faced boxed blush in the shade Peach Beach. And it has like 3 different shades, and I kind of just, that's like the wrong brush, what am I doing? Using this blush brush, and I'm just gonna like swipe the brush across and then put it on my cheeks. It's actually very light. It's another buildable product, which is good, because sometimes with blushes that I think are not gonna be that pigmented, and they are, they end up being extremely dark, and then I'm having to like blend out the blush because it looks so clownish. I really love it because it's just has this nice glowy sheen, and I think it's great for summer too. Of course, we're gonna highlight next, because I highlight even my bare skin when I'm not wearing makeup. I just love highlighter. So using the Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is in the shade So Hollywood. It's super gorgeous, but it's gonna fall out if I like tip it too much, but love this one. And then I've been mixing it with my 2 shades that I really love from the Nicole Guerriero palette, and it's these 2. As you can tell, this one is a big favorite because I already hit pan on it. And I don't even know if they sell the Nicole Guerriero palette anymore. I don't think it's in stores anymore, but correct me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna be really sad though when that one goes, because I use it a ton. So as you can see, the Anastasia one is extremely pigmented, and I'm still gonna add more because you guys know I'm obsessed with highlighter. So I'm just brushing a little bit on my nose, adding a little bit more with the Forever Young and Glow Getter. I just mix those 2. And it just adds a little bit more of like a silver tone, because that one is very like goldish, and I don't like straight gold. So I always mix it in with like a little bit of a silver, and that might be too much for some of you, but you don't have to add that much. That's just what I like doing. Also, I want to know what you guys think I would have if I had another baby. I always have felt like I wouldn't have a boy, which kind of makes me sad, because I wanted a girl really bad first, and now that I have Adriana, I feel like a boy next would be so cool, because I would be able to experience like both genders. Obviously, the biggest thing is that you want just a healthy, happy baby, and that's the biggest thing. So I don't really care, like I wouldn't be upset, but I just feel like I wouldn't be a boy mom. I've always felt like if I was to have another one, which we probably are going to, I think it's just gonna be another girl. Like, I think I'm just going to be a girl mom, because I think we only want one more. We'd love 3, that would be a lot of fun, but I always feel like 3 might be a little bit, I don't know. 3 is never a crowd, and I just feel like if you have 3, also correct me if I'm wrong. Like, do they, I don't know, do two of them get close and then the other one's kind of left out? I just always kind of worry about that with 3, and I feel like that's how it could potentially go. Not always, but I just feel like one might get left out if there's only 3. So I feel like you'd have to have 4 to kind of even it out. My eyebrows, I sometimes have really great eyebrow days and then other times I do not. But today I would say is an okay day. And I love this Gimme Brow. I've tried like 1,000 different brow pencils from different companies and I just go back to that one every single time. It's crazy that I used to use a powder from MAC for my eyebrows, and I cannot imagine myself using powder or like a skinny eyebrow pencil. Sweet Peach palette. It's a little summery, goes with summer. The crease, I think I'm gonna go in with Luscious. This is just like a kind of glittery brown. I'm gonna do this kind of like a quick eye look. This isn't gonna be anything extravagant because it's just a summer day. We're going to the park and we're gonna go have a play date with one of Adriana's friends. So I don't wanna do anything too extravagant or like a going out look or anything like that. I'm just gonna do like a natural kind of summer look. I'm going to use this shade Georgia because it seems very versatile and hopefully, yeah, looks pretty good. I actually really like this. Oh my gosh, and it smells so good. Some of the fallout is like falling into my mouth and it tastes literally like I'm eating a peach candy. It tastes so good. I don't even mind the fallout on these eyeshadows, which isn't bad, by the way. It's not like a super bad fallout, but just normal fallout with eyeshadows, and it's just tastes really good, so I don't mind. And then for the brow bone, I think I'm gonna go in with White Peach, which is pretty much the only white shade that I could use for the brow bone, but it's very pigmented, which I love. You wouldn't think it's this pigmented in the pan, but it's actually very pigmented when you put it on. And I always feel like this eyebrow just looks so much better. Always, 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 always. And then just to kind of darken the look a little bit. But yeah, I totally want to know what you guys think that I would have if I ended up having another baby, because I'm just curious what you guys think. PJ thinks that I would have another girl, and he actually wants another girl, which is so surprising to me. I thought he was going to say he wanted a boy next, but he just really likes having a girl, and he thinks it'd be nice that Adriana would have like a sister, which I think I would really like too. I personally don't have any siblings, which is crazy to some people because I'm an only child and that's kind of rare nowadays. It's like when I was younger, I didn't really mind because I have a ton of cousins, and one of my cousins used to live with me, so he's like my brother, but I always felt like it'd be really nice to have a sister, and then I would see some of my friends, their relationships with their sisters were just so, I mean, yeah, sisters fight, but they also like were the best of friends, and I was always kind of wishing that I had that, but God did bring a wonderful girl into my life, and we're still best friends to this day. Became friends in kindergarten, so we've literally been friends for, what is that, 18, 19 years, and we're still the best of friends. So she's been like a sister to me for a lot of my life. So I've always had her, which has been a blessing, but having a sister would be fun. Do a little bit of mascara. We are done with the eyes, and I've been loving this mascara combo lately. I've been using the L'Oreal Voluminous an eyelash primer, and it's white, and I just coat my eyelashes with it. I actually think this does miracles for my eyelashes. Not only does it make it look you know, more volumized, and it kind of separates them. You know where you're putting the mascara because it coats your lashes with white. But I also feel like it's kind of good to coat your lashes with something because I know that mascara isn't the greatest for your eyelashes. It really dries them out. I don't know if you guys have ever slept with mascara on, but I did that the other day by accident, which is like so rare for me. I was beyond tired and I fell asleep with my makeup on, and the next morning my eyelashes looked like crap. Like it literally looked like I had ripped all of my eyelashes out. Like they were super dry, super thin. They just didn't look the same as they did the day before. And so it kind of just showed me like, ooh, eyelashes definitely need the mascara off at night. Oops. Thank God that was easy to clean off. You need to take your mascara off for sure, like no excuses. But then also like putting a primer on is really important because I feel like it coats them and protects them from that like dryness that the mascara can cause. And I did not put primer on that day. And then I've been loving this one. I think I mentioned this in one of my vlogs recently. It's the False Lashes Mascara Extreme Volume and Curl by Essence. And this stuff is so bomb. Like, the best mascara I have used in a very long time, and I think it was like $3, which is shocking, and I love it. It does such wonders to my eyelashes. It makes them very long and curled. It doesn't separate the way I would like. It does clump a tiny bit, but I feel like you can't get it all in one all the time, especially when mascara is like $3. And then to separate, I have used the L'Oreal Telescopic for years. I love it. It works amazing to separate your lashes and also does a lot of lengthening. So I just kind of blink into that to separate and kind of lengthen them more. Sometimes I get questions asking if we're still engaged. I don't always wear my ring in videos. So the reason why I don't always wear my ring is because when I was pregnant, my ring stopped fitting and I didn't want to get it sized or anything until I was, you know, at my specific weight that I wanted to be at, and then I was going to get it sized and fitted. So once I lost the baby weight, which I didn't really gain much baby weight, I can't remember the exact amount. I did put it like in her baby book how much I gained. I think it was like 30 pounds. So it wasn't anything crazy. I initially lost like 10-15 pounds within the first week, and then the last 15 pounds I lost like over the course of the next couple of months, and I stayed at about 129 for a while, and that wasn't like my that wasn't the weight that I wanted to be. That was just like my pre-pregnancy weight. Really thought I looked the best and felt the best at 120. So I wanted to get back to 120, and I still had a little bit more that I just wanted to lose on my own. And so my ring started to fit again, and when I was in that like 129, 125 range, I started wearing my ring again because it fit me. And then once I started to not really try, actually, I wasn't trying to lose the weight. That was just kind of a goal that I wanted to hit, was like just being around 119, 120, which is actually my current weight. I'm 119 now. But now my ring stopped like fitting again. So my ring doesn't really fit that great anymore. It's kind of big when I put it on, and it will slide kind of over to the side. So now I have to get it resized again, hoping that I don't just like gain weight. So I guess I lose weight and gain weight in my hands, which is weird. I don't know if that's a common thing, but it's happening to me. And I'm always afraid that like when I'm wearing it or going out with it, I'm afraid it's gonna just fly off of my hand, because I talk with my hands a lot, if you guys can't tell. I'm gonna lose it. And then marriage, we are planning to get married. We were supposed to get married this year in the month of October, Adriana's birth month. Her birthday is October 1st. We were gonna try to get married in like the middle of the month. And our goal that we really wanted to do was to get married, obviously in the sunshine and outside. And we wanted to get married on the beach, but we're not really sure what might be the best thing for like family members and the friends that we want. I actually want a very small, intimate, private wedding. Just deciding on where we want to get married, and then we're probably going to try for next year in October. We're still kind of in the works of deciding the destination of the wedding. Lots of talk, lots of stuff in the works, but there's nothing that we haven't talked about or that we're not trying to plan. It's just a wedding is a lot to plan. Even if you're not having an extravagant wedding, it's a lot, and we're still kind of talking about things. So we have a lot of things going on, you guys, like in the future and what's to come. There's a ton of stuff, and just a lot of decisions and decision making. So yeah, I'm very excited though. And I have been looking at different houses to rent, and it's probably going to be out of the area, probably closer to Jordan if we do end up staying here. We'll definitely be keeping you guys posted on all of these plans. I know I blabbered a ton, and I hope I didn't talk your guys' ear off, but I had a lot to say, and it's kind of hard while doing makeup, but I love doing these type of videos and kind of catching you guys up on things. Brianna actually just woke up, so I finished just in time. So I'm going to apply these eye drops, put in my earrings. I'm gonna wear all my earrings today. I was actually cleaning them, so I have like no earrings in right now. It for this chit chat get ready with me video. It has been a long time since I did this, so bear with me. I hope I did it okay. I'm definitely going to need some more practice and get back in the swing of doing these videos. Let me know if you enjoyed this video by leaving me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more videos. I love you guys so very much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
You're a rebel.